shit that used to be funny ain't even funny no more. Stuff that used to be cute, attractive, like, yeah, you hearing your dude pull up in his car and he beating out hard. All the neighbors know that's your dude, That was kind of, like, as a young, ignorant person, like, that was appealing. I'm young. He making all that noise when he pull up, like y'all can hear him, fucking y'all see him. We took pride in that. Like, yeah, y'all heard them beats outside. You know who that is? That's my man. You knew when you heard them beats outside, that was your man pulling up. He had he had them beats to announce himself before you even seen him. You could hear them motherfuckers around the corner. Doom, 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 doom. You be just minding your business on the phone with your girlfriend, rapping, talking about the relationship. Girl, he dissing. I ain't fucking with him, girl. He better not dare call me no more. Doom, 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 doom. Girl, that's him outside, girl. Them beats used to be everything. And now going on 40, that shit just irritated me. It just irritated me. Hearing that. Cut that shit. I don't know if it's the way. I guess you gotta have it. I gotta hang up, y'all. They mad because I'm moving. I don't like when they be on it. I gotta hang up, y'all. They mad because I'm moving. I don't like when they be on it. Like if somebody you can't record while you driving, how you know that person drive?
Hey, y'all looking at that man booty. Gotcha.
Oh, my man love beats and I love when my man beat, but for some reason that shit is annoying. That's kind of when we get at home. They drive the cars. Yeah, but it just annoying. He need to cut that shit down.
Scale your marketing with Base 44 Super Agents. No setup time. It was born ready.
Oh, that shit sound a funky ass mess.
It
On top of it.
Veronica, girl.
On top of him
Hey,
needing to cut it
cousins.
down, it sounds shitty.
Veronica.
It don't even
I done
sound
met a man by the
good.
name of Rudy who said,
Child, you and everybody else.
hold on, Veronica, because I got to do you the way I did him. Is this your husband?
Soon to be ex. But yes, I
Oh,
know him. I do.
is this your wife?
Legally,
This
yes.
this is your wife. You guys aren't divorced.
No.
She said that she was divorced.
We had we no. We have our first mediation April 4th.
So you are still legally married to him.
Unfortunately, yes.
So you lied to us.
I didn't lie to you. So here's the thing. I didn't know what you're. I had. There's no shade to you. I didn't know who you were. I'd never seen your show. It was the first time I ever joined your show. Somebody kept
Girl, that
sending
don't
me
got
the
nothing
link.
to do with a question if you've
I
been
didn't
divorced.
know. This is what I'm saying is I didn't know your requirements to be on the show was like, oh, you got to be
But that
divorced.
don't,
This,
that
that,
don't
and the
matter
other.
anyways, though,
So
Veronica.
okay,
The question,
yes,
I
yes,
mean,
yes, yes,
yeah, so you
yes.
lied. Because the
I
question
didn't.
was,
No,
are you
I'm
divorced?
divorced.
Hold on. Whether you knew me or not, it ain't about shade. Questions are questions. And the direct question was, are you divorced? You said,
Let's
hold
roll
on,
with it,
hold on,
sis.
let me finish.
Okay, no, let's roll with
Let
it.
me
Yes,
finish, Veronica.
correct.
I'm gonna let you respond, but I gotta finish. We having grown woman talk because you
Are we
want to
though?
start off lying again.
Are we
Now here's
though?
the
Are we?
response. Yes. I don't give a damn if you never heard of me. The question is simple. I asked you were you divorced, and then I asked you when you got divorced. Okay, 2 minutes. Have you ever been married?
I have, yeah. Divorced.
When did you get to say again, honey?
I'm divorced.
Divorced. When did you get divorced?
Last June. June 2023.
So you said June. So that's why I said, do she think she's really divorced? So regardless of you met me from that day, the question was direct and clear. Are you divorced? When did you get divorced? The reason I asked the when is because people like yourself can be separated at times. So I asked the when. And then I think we brought it up 2 times. So you should just admit you lied.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I wasn't completely clear about my divorce date, but yeah, in my
So
mind, I
you
was.
thought you were divorced. You think
Well,
you're divorced.
absolutely, absolutely. He's living with his ex-wife. He's living with his first wife. Like you left here a year ago, and unfortunately, it's a technicality because in South Carolina, you have to be.
Yeah, this is proof right here that women and men tend to lie about themselves to themselves and to others, even when trying to find a partner. This is how delusion everyone is. And I expect this when you think that your source of power is outside of you. This is how you react. And I know some people may be confused, like, what does this dating show have to do with spiritual enlightenment and finding out who we are? It has a lot to do with it, because this is my prime example of the way that delusions spill into your everyday life. If you believe one delusion, then you will believe a bunch of delusions. Most Americans are deluded. A lot of people in other countries are delusional too, because they subject themselves to man-made laws, man-made rules. Every rule and law that was ever created is man-made. There is no rule or law that God created himself, because nobody has ever witnessed God himself and actually lived. Even the Bible said if you witness God, you most definitely will perish. The only person who have seen the face of God was the Enoch, and he disappeared. Therefore, my theory is that most humans are delusional. This is something that people not gonna want to believe, but you're delusional. I am delusional. I'm coming out of my delusion, but I was very much delusional when I was making a relationship the most important part of my life, when I made making money the most important part of my life, when I made having a family the most important part of my life. I was delusional. I was deluded with the fact, with the knowledge, with the impression that I had free will and these were my choices. Once I woke up, I realized those were not my choices. Those were roles assigned to me, and now I'm trying to really figure out what I really want. And I'll come to the conclusion that I don't want anything that has already been set forth. I don't want marriage. I don't want grandchildren. I don't want anything that the other people said I should have. I want the complete opposite. I want to live on a land away from populace. I don't want grandchildren. I want me and my children to live and grow old together, and that's it. And to provide our own food and water and rely on our own systems to survive. That sounds illusional, right? But that's really living. Going to a job every day, working for another person's company, you're a slave. And it's crazy because you're delusional enough to think that you're not. And I know that you're delusional enough to think that this conversation has nothing to do with dating. But I'm here to tell you that the reason why a lot of people suffer in relationships is because they believe the source is outside of them. They believe that they don't have control over themselves as they would. They believe there are outside forces that can control them. When in reality, those outside forces can control you. They can only feed off you because your attention is what feeds them. And this is my example right here in this video. This is a segment I like to watch a lot with Kendra G. She has a bunch of videos where she literally talks about how people are literally delusional. They believe that they are the prize in every situation. They don't consider their flaws, only others. And they are delusional to ask for something that they cannot even be. And they're liars. This is humans in their most rawest form because they're trying to date. People are very vulnerable when they're opening themselves out to date. They tend to be very open. But then they tend to lie. And they tend to want things that they themselves cannot live up to. This is what happens when you don't look in the mirror. And I will keep saying this until I'm blue in the face, until my face turns into a mirror of yours. I've already faced my mirror. I face my mirror every day. I struggle with my own shadow every day. But the only difference between me and you out there is I actually acknowledge the situation as what's important in my life. Some people do not believe having a conversation with your shadow is important. However, having a conversation with my shadow has been the most important thing of my life. It has helped me more than any book, than any outside source could ever provide me. Okay, so I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to allow these conversations to happen because I am at work and I want to connect with you guys still. Okay, the whole day, I will refuse to dedicate my whole day to somebody else's money. I'm doing my job, but I'm going to also provide y'all with knowledge of self. And this is just me showing you what it looks like when you do not have knowledge of self and you are trying to get your happiness out of someone else. And this is why most of them are single. Enjoy the watch. I will not be saying anything else for a while. Thank you.
Separated for a year before you could file for divorce. Now we were going to falsify and file in Florida and say that, hey, we were, he was going to file in Florida so we can have an immediate divorce. But because of other things on his part, he decided, no, I'm going to try to file in South Carolina, or we would have already been divorced. This is just a drag out thing, but we don't speak. We don't talk. We have no interaction. We are done. We have nothing to talk. We have no kids. We have no ties. We have nothing together. We are done completely. But yeah,
Let me ask you this.
That's
Are
fine.
you, go ahead. No, what was you going to say?
No, I was gonna say, but that's fine. I'll let you hold that. That's okay. Yeah, technically yes. I'm technically yes, still married.
So were you aware that you had a mediation in April?
Yes, I'm aware.
So then you knew when you talked to me that you were still married.
I literally just got the letter for the mediation in the mail.
So when you talked to me, but what I'm saying is, if you knew you had a mediation, you knew you were.
I didn't know that. I just got it today.
So you had no idea you had a mediation in April.
I just got it today.
Did you? Let me ask you this: when you talked to me, if a guy proposed to you, did you feel as though you could legally marry him?
Nobody would propose to me. Hence why I said I want to take my time.
I'm asking you, if a guy proposed to you, would you feel as though you were able to legally marry him?
Sure, I would say you just have to wait till after June. We can get married, but it have to be after June.
Well, you knew it. Veronica, you trying to answer around these questions, Sean.
I'm not answering you asking me. I'm answering the question.
No.
If somebody proposed,
so you're right. So therefore, you knew that.
Kendra, they would already know, like, hey, listen, here's my situation. Here's what really happened. Here's the story. Here's what's gone on. If you're trying to propose, we can get married. But unfortunately, until after this date, June 18th of 2024, my court date is we're not legally divorced until then.
Okay, Veronica, either way, why not just say you were separated when I asked you when you were divorced?
In my mind, we're divorced. We're divorced, and it's gonna all come out in the wash because in case I don't know if you didn't see all of the messages, but all of this there's been a plethora of women who've been commenting on your TikTok, your Instagram, and your YouTube about their relationships with him during our marriage, the relationships that they had with him during our marriage.
But here's the deal: he didn't come on my show. And all I care about is coming on my show. I can't listen. I don't know you, and I don't know Rudy.
That's right.
But the rule of my show, it's a very clear rule. If you're separated, wait till you're officially divorced, and you can come back
again. And like I said, I didn't know that.
So what he's doing and what y'all doing, that's really y'all business. But when you come on my show, you make it my business. Now, if he would have called me and I would have asked him, is he still married? And he would have said he's separated, I would say, well, we can't continue because that's the rule. But let's go on. I want you to fact check some other things that he said. Do you have 3 children?
She said she had 2 kids. She has 3 kids. She has a daughter who's 26. She has a granddaughter who's 10. So that was inconsistent.
Do you have any children?
I do. I have two boys.
2 boys. How old are
17
your
10.
boys? Huh?
17 and 10.
17 and 10. Are they both by the same man?
No, they're not. Here's the thing with a lot of that stuff. So, because it has now become a legal matter, because as you know, in the state of South Carolina, libel and slander is punishable by misdemeanor fines. There can be civil
Do
ramifications.
you have 3 children, Veronica?
It is. I never said that I didn't. I have 3 children, and on my
I asked
social
you how
media
many
pages,
kids you had. You said you had 2.
first of all, I don't. Children to me they're children. I have an adult child who is not in my household. So when you say children, if a man is going to date me, he's going to date me and my 2 children. The 2 children I have in my home. I have a child who has lived in my house in 10 years. She's 27 years old. She's almost 30. That is an
I feel
adult.
like with women, I have to ask the most direct question to get an honest answer. So do I have to start saying how many children have come out, how many people have come out your body in order to get the real answer? Like, I have to really go
No, or maybe
basic.
just in total. But when you're saying children, because if you're on a dating show and somebody's going to date you, they're going to date your children. I have this is an adult child, and she's not a secret. On my social media page, my grandchild and my child are both on my social media listed all throughout my page.
Let me ask you this.
So there was no denial about that.
How many people have come out of your body?
3.
So that's how I have to start asking women questions, obviously.
That's how you would like to phrase. That's how you would like to phrase your question.
How many people have come out of your body in order to get the real number of how many people you birthed? That's really sad that I have to go that deep with a 43-year-old woman.
It's not sad. It's not sad. Now, do you want to have the conversation, or do you want? You didn't have this energy for Rudy.
If you were 21, I would expect that.
So have the correct energy for me, because I didn't come at you wrong like that, Kendra. You coming at me with all this extra energy.
The energy right
it's
now
unnecessary. It's unnecessary.
No, here's the deal.
Baby, I feel for Kendra. I feel for Kendra. Imagine trying to provide a service for these grown-ass people who've already had relationships. None of these people are under 20 or in their early 20s. They are all in their late 30s and 40s and 50s, acting like they don't know how to act, acting like they don't understand the concept of being honest or why she's asking these questions. They are so delusional that they believe that as long as they say an answer that is acceptable, that's good enough. Not the truth, not the damn truth, but as long as my answer is good enough to match the script. So she was comfortable with saying she had children, but she wasn't comfortable with saying that she had as many children as she had, because in reality, our scripts say the more children you have without a husband, you are unworthy. So she was trying to pivot herself in a worthy position despite her script says she is unworthy. And this is what 99% of the people on here do. They go on here and they try to act like they are very much on the right script and they're following the script accordingly. So they divert from the truth to try to match a script. The script that I'm talking of is making wise decisions. If you are a single mother with multiple kids and you don't have a husband, now you have multiple kids by multiple men, they consider this off the script, which would make you unworthy. The on-script version would be to have all your children by the same man, if not have a lot. Okay, that's the script. If you can meet that, then you are deemed as something worthy. The script says if you're opposite, then you're not worthy. So people are literally coming on here to find love, but are lying to themselves and trying to lie to the new partner to meet a fucking script. So I do the reverse on my page. I have a dating show where I absolutely name all the fucked up stuff that is wrong with me. I have 4 kids by 5 different men. I don't want to work. I say these things because they're not scripts. Actually, they're kind of unworthy scripts. And if anybody can see through that script and like me, then you for me. That's how I look at it. But see, this is what society has gotten us used to. We are used to lying to ourselves so bad, to fake an image, to be something that we're not, to meet a script that is not important. that we will absolutely miss out on the chances of finding true love because we want to lie to ourselves. I'm going to continue to listen to this video. And if you understand what I'm saying, please comment, like, subscribe, share, and let me know what you got from this. Why do people think that lying to get somewhere in life is helpful? Because it's a certain script that lying gets you. If you lie about your true self, you will fall into a certain script. The scripts are either worthy or unworthy. She didn't want to get the unworthy script. She wanted the worthy script, so she had to lie. And this is why I tell people to look in the mirror, okay? If you look in the mirror, you cannot lie to yourself because the mirror is going to give you a reflection of what you truly are. Go ahead and continue to listen, y'all.
Necessary. It really is. It's unnecessary.
Here's the deal, Veronica.
Somebody was allowed to come onto your platform and slander somebody.
We can't both talk.
You're absolutely right. We can't. So go ahead. Go ahead. It's your platform.
Here's the deal. Whether you knew me or not, you call me. I don't know you if you never call me. Rule number one, plain and simple. You decided to call me. Once you call me, you make your business, our business, the cousin's business, watching. Now, I'm just going to say, I had no idea that I had to ask a 43-year-old woman how many people came out of her body in order to get the real answer of how many people she birthed, because children, she's past that age. That to me, if you were 21, I would expect this dialogue. But to be a woman that's 1 year younger than me, that's kind of sad and pathetic, just being honest.
But that's your opinion. But I don't have, this is a grown woman. This is an adult who doesn't live in my home, who hasn't lived in my home in probably almost 10 years. She hasn't lived in my home. So when you say children, to me, that is a child. If somebody is going to interact with me, they're interacting with two children who are actually in my home. This is an adult who lives 5 states away. I don't consider that to be a child. I've never neglected her. She's very much a part of she's on my social media. Like, it's not like I'm negating the fact that I ever have had a child. So, and that's a technicality. Here's another thing. Oh, she lives here and not here. Hello. Nobody ever says, I might as well just drop the pin and gave my address. I'm in this area. You don't exactly say, hey, this is where I am. It's like somebody who lives in Hollywood. You don't know where Hollywood, Florida is. So you would say, oh, I'm in the Miami area. Oh, I'm in Miami. Because most people know that as a landmark. That's not a lie. For safety reasons, you don't say, especially when you live in a small town, oh, I live here. So some of these things were so petty, and the fact that you was just like followed up on them, it was just absurd to me. But again, slander and libel is a real thing. And in the state of South Carolina, it is considered a misdemeanor. It is. And I have to be cautious on what I say because the matter now is with my attorney. However, a lot of that stuff was false and incorrect. And there are women who have been trying to reach out to you who also have receipts and pictures and videos that are timestamped during the time of our marriage, who can attest to saying, hey, the reason for the divorce.
I already addressed that. The bottom line is this. I don't know you and Rudy called me. That's just the fact.
Right, but what did you address?
Hold on, let me finish. Let me respond to what you just said. I'm not saying Rudy is this Prince Charming man, out rightfully so. But the point of the matter is Rudy did not call on my show and tell me that he was not married and I proceeded. That's all that matters. Now, what y'all do in y'all life, that's your business. I'm not here to defend his character. He didn't try to call me to be a guest on my show. If you want to fact check, there's another, you're busy? Hello? Hello? We can't hear you.
Oh, how about now?
I can hear you now.
Sorry,
I got some paid questions, but I'm not done yet. Do you want to respond to the fact whether or not you had surgery?
What in the world when she said she never had surgery? I'm like, what? Like, you had just had surgery when I met you. Like, we met in Haiti and you had just had surgery in Dominican Republic. Like, how is it that you didn't? But the navel never lies. If you look at a person's navel, it won't lie. What?
Wait, I do remember that. She told us her body was real.
What? No.
Let's do the Kendra Cam, Veronica.
I do want to preface that I was in pajamas. I just got out of the shower and I was in pajamas, but okay. Well, I didn't say pajamas, but what?
All your tattoos are real? Oh, you have a lot of tattoos.
Yeah, they are all real.
Okay, you have a nice body.
I do want to answer this real quick though. You could tell this is my natural body. Everybody's got something to say. Everything matches and you could tell. And if you can go look at my social media and you can tell I've been like this all my life. I'm Afro-Latina, and if y'all know, Latin women and Black women are naturally built this way. So, yeah.
Okay. So anybody that had concerns about her body, it is authentic. She's never had no body surgery. This is the body. She got it from her mama and her daddy.
My mama on my social media, you can see her too. Miss Olivia was a hottie in her day too. So
I have to be very cautious about what I say because again, it's at this point it's a legal matter because
Well, you call me, girl. So what you call me for? I'm asking you questions, so you don't want to answer
okay,
that
so
because that was something. That was something
you
you
got a little too much
offered.
dip on your chip, Kendra. Like, don't have that energy with me. Like, you didn't have that energy
Well,
with
no,
me.
Veronica, I'm gonna have energy with you because I'm getting irritated because the fact of the
Okay, I
matter is
allowed you
you
to talk.
called
Now give me
me.
my opportunity.
You
I
called
allowed
me
you,
lying. You called
Kendra.
me lying.
I
So
allowed you
if
your
you don't
opportunity.
expect, if you don't expect this type of energy, I don't know what you would expect. You literally called and told lies on my show. This is a
But
major
did I?
show.
But did I tell the lies?
Yeah.
You don't know that. You're at this point, you're calling me a liar and you don't know if I did. This
Veronica, just two different. Veronica, are you a part of this interview? Are you a part of this interview?
Are you a part of it? Because it seems like this is the Kendra.
Okay, Veronica, listen, honey. I'm not gonna play these games with you. You just admitted to two lies in this interview.
How is that a lie? That is not a lie.
You admitted that you are married and you told us that you were divorced. That's a lie. That's not what's going on here? Okay, that's an admission of lying.
Anything else is not a lie. Like you don't just like when you come out on a public platform, for me to say, oh, I live here but not here. I live
okay, that's okay. We're not talking about that. I didn't even bring that up. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the basic where everything begins is you said you were divorced and you are legally married, and that is a lie. We can fact check the fact that you are legally married. You told a lie, Veronica.
And that's fine. If that's not what you want to roll with, that's okay. But so we're not.
It's not what I'm rolling with. It's just the facts of what it is.
It's the facts. That's fine. So we're not going to roll. We're not going to talk about any of the lies that Rudy told because Rudy came on here and just lied, and he was allowed to just talk openly for 20 minutes, and you never interrupted him. You never gave him this hostile energy. This man was allowed to come onto your platform, and say whatever he wanted to say. Libel, slander, was able to come on here and say whatever he wanted to say.
Well, like I said with Rudy, and I said it several times, I have to use allegedly because he said something about a video and he was ready to show the video. Now I didn't allow him to show the video. I don't know if
that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for that.
You guys haven't spoken since July of last year, like no communication.
Well, that's when she sent me the video of her having a threesome with a chick going down on her and a dude in the background. What?
Right now, those are some tough allegations now. I have to use the word allegedly because I don't know if that's a true. She sent you a video.
Whoa, man, amazing car. When did you become a millionaire?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the young.
No, you're not gonna. I'm gonna prohibit you from showing the video. Yeah. So I'm gonna prohibit you from showing the video. We won't do that. We won't do that. We won't do that. What? We won't do that. But do you want to right now say if that video exists?
The video exists, and it was after the fact, the date that we are legally separated. The paperwork that gives the date that we are considered by the court legally separated, that video occurred after we were legally separated.
Okay.
After. Now,
have you ever had body surgery?
His indiscretions, I have to be cautious. I have to be cautious. Like I said, I can't say a whole lot because it's with my attorney, but there are several women who have tried to reach out to you who want to come on the platform and
okay, y'all got a gist of that. I don't gotta keep playing that. Clearly you see that these folks are liars. They don't keep it real with themselves, y'all. And this is the people that we live in the world with. And they try to tell me that I don't know what I be talking about. When I talk about the Bible and talk about the truth of who we are. This the type of people that literally believe in the shit that's been told to them. And then they get on her. Let me go to this one lady. This one lady came on her, y'all. She was so... I don't even understand what this lady came on here for. Just attitude. Like, nobody asked you to be here. Where is the one with the lady in the house? And she just was, man, trying to tell Kendra how to run her page. All these people on here is probably still single to this day. And you're going to see why they're single. Their mindset is in the trash can. Man, I can't even find the one. Hi, this is Ashley with all. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to find this video. Dang, she got these many. I'm gonna have to watch them. All these people, man. Delusional.
I just watched somebody make $12,000 selling a t-shirt that took them literally minutes to make. They opened up Kittl, grabbed one of the premium templates that already looked super expensive, just like a designer made it, and they changed a few things, like the text and swapping out the colors to match a...
My page is based about. It's so hard, y'all. It's extremely.
Oh my God. Okay, I was just saying.
Look at
She
yourself
had
in the
me.
mirror.
Oh my God.
I'm
I'm Kiara.
Hey, you need to get
Okay, it's Kiara. Kiara, where you calling me from,
Yeah.
baby?
Hey,
St.
you
Louis.
can do better.
St.
These
Louis, how
people
old are
refuse
you?
to do that. These type of people
30. I'll be 31 in May. Couple
Let's
months.
watch another
Taurus.
delusional person who
Okay,
probably
what
believes
day?
that the
May
Jesus is in the
16th.
Bible.
Oh, that's Janet Jackson's birthday.
And like I say this to say, because people who believe that
I'm May
Jesus is in
7th.
the Bible,
Okay,
the
so
real
you're a
Jesus,
Taurus.
Okay.
do not
You'll
know
be
how to
31, so you're
actually
30 right now?
help themselves. They
Yeah.
tend to
Okay, you're 30. You have any
project
kids?
all of their problems on
I have
others
2,
without holding a
How old are
mirror
your
up to
2
themselves.
kids?
And this is an example.
8
And I
and
ain't even heard this.
11.
8 and 11. Both by the same man?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ever been married?
No.
Wait, are they both by the same man?
Yes. 2 different guys.
2 men. You said you have been married?
Yes.
Did you marry both of the
No.
children's dad?
Don't, Kendra. Don't. No. No.
Did you marry either of the children's dads?
No.
So you married somebody completely different.
Yes.
When did you get divorced?
Whew. I want to say 4 years ago.
4 years ago. Okay. So why didn't you marry either one of the children's dads?
Okay, y'all gonna grill me. Look. Okay, so so I got my oldest. I got pregnant before I got married. I dated someone in prison. I did the whole prison thing, and I married him in prison. But it was after I married him after I got pregnant. He knew I was pregnant and all of that. I tried to break up with him before we got married, and we ended up deciding to still be together after I got pregnant. So
And he
in
went to
between,
prison.
we was in a relationship. I broke up with him, and then I met somebody. We had a baby. I got pregnant, and then you know we ended up still getting back together, and I got married. And the only reason I only got divorced 4 years ago was because he didn't want to sign the papers.
He didn't want to sign what papers?
He didn't want to act. Well, he didn't want to pay for the divorce. Should I say that? He didn't want to pay for the divorce.
How many years were you guys married for?
Like 9.5 years.
And you wanted to get divorced 5 years into the marriage?
One, not 6 months into the marriage.
So you married him while he was in prison?
Yes.
So how long was he in prison during your marriage?
Like probably like less than a year. He was getting out.
He was getting out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all were together. Y'all took a
Mm-hmm.
break. You got pregnant by somebody else.
Mm-hmm. And
Then
then
y'all
after
got.
that, we broke up. We was never together after that. We just didn't get legally, divorced.
Okay. So how long did y'all break up after you got married?
It wasn't long. It wasn't long. Probably, like I said, less than a year.
So he gets out of jail, and then you guys are together, and then you break up, or you broke up
He
with him
got
while
out
he
of
was.
jail right after we broke up for good.
So y'all. Oh. So
Yeah.
y'all broke up for.
When we broke up for good, he was still in there.
So you married him while he was in prison, and broke up with him while he was in prison.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And then when did the second baby daddy come along throughout all this?
Um, it was probably it was 3 years after that. So, because they 3 years apart. So, yeah.
Okay. Now the original baby daddy that got you pregnant, y'all co-parent well? Like what was that scenario?
No, he's not existing. My daughter don't know him at all. Either one of my cast father, they're not around at all whatsoever. The closest person they have to somebody that is another co-parent person was an ex-girlfriend of mine, and she's even non-existent anymore.
Well, you had an ex-girlfriend of yours?
Yeah.
What do you
So
mean?
now I don't talk to. I used to be bisexual. I don't talk to men anymore. So I'm looking for a woman.
You looking for a woman?
Yes, Kendra. Don't do that. I talk to films and studs. So
So femmes
just
and studs. So I think I know this. So femmes are the feminine women, correct?
yes,
And
yes.
studs are the
Studs are
masculine women.
yeah, but I don't like a butch, so I don't want no touch me nights because I like to do what you like to do. So I don't
What's
want
a
no
bush?
touch me.
Okay, what's the difference between a bush and a stud?
So a butch is somebody that don't like to get head. They don't want you to touch their puss. Can I say that? They don't like for you to do nothing to them. They want you to just be a little pillow princess and take the strap, and that's it. And that ain't me.
So what made you not want to be with men no more?
Just not. I was never one to. I was afraid of what my family would think and stuff. But once I stopped thinking about what my family would think and basically they gonna either deal with it or they not. So now my family more open to it. I bring whoever I'm with around and stuff like that. But at first, I have a lot of preachers and pastors in my family. My brother, he's a pastor, so and my brother raised me, so I'm kind of like a PK. You know, they say them PKs be the freakiest, but 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 yeah, so at first, yeah, that's what it basically was. And then but I
So you felt
always
like
been
you were a
attracted to
lesbian from
women.
childhood.
I say since my teenage years, yeah.
Okay.
That's when I figured it out. And then men don't satisfy me. They don't satisfy me. They can have the biggest, the widest, the goodest dick, whatever the fuck, but I would not come. It would just I would not be satisfied.
There you have it. Let's do the Kendra Cam. To check out the rest of the interview, download the Kendra G Singles dating app, available on iPhones and Android phones.
Has Kyrie texted you back?
I don't want to talk about it.
How was the math test?
Don't want to talk about it.
Ready, boo?
Hey, wow, it's my first time. I didn't think think I was gonna get in.
You got in, girl. Is your name Heavenly? What you want me to call you?
Call me Heavenly.
Heavenly, where you call me from?
I am from Dallas.
Dallas. How old are you?
I am 39.
39. What you do for a
Today's
living?
my
bro?
birthday.
Today's your birthday?
Yes.
What is going on? Is it Scorpio season? Happy
is,
birthday
definitely.
to ya. Happy
Definitely.
birthday to ya. Happy birthday. What you do for your birthday today?
Do a little dance.
What did you do for your birthday today?
Just had lunch. That's it. It's a Monday. It's a
You had lunch
Monday.
this week? Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
Kendra, I'm sorry. Hi.
Hi. What's your name, baby?
Jovan.
Jovan, where you calling me from?
I'm originally from Chicago, but I stay in Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida.
Oh, I hear that accent. So you've been in Florida for how long?
Ooh, like about 15 years.
15
Since
years.
2008. So it's about 14, 15 years.
Okay. Giovanna?
Jovan, like the cologne Jovan Musk.
Jovan. Okay. How old are you?
I am 39 years old.
39. Do you have any children?
Yes, I have 2.
How old are your kids?
16 and 4.
Okay. Same man? Probably.
2.
2 men. Have you ever been married?
No.
Why are you not with the 4-year-old dad?
It is a crazy story, Kendra, and you might not believe me, but I'm going to tell it. I'm going to be real quick about it. So I was in a relationship with a young man where I was holding him down in prison. Yes, holding him down. I had met him off of POF. I don't know if you heard of that. Plenty of Fish.
Wait, did you meet him while he was in prison?
No, I met him within 24 hours, and then he went to prison. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. And I was at the time when he went to prison, whatever the case must be, he told me that he didn't want to be in a relationship after 24 months we was together.
But wait,
So,
you said you met him the day before he went to prison.
Yes, so he
So
had
how
a
was y'all
worn
in
out
a-
place. So
Okay,
I
so
know,
so you met him on Monday. He went to jail on Tuesday. And y'all thought you was in a relationship for 24 months?
No. So I hold him down like it's crazy how it sounds, but I was like, well, I want to give him a chance. I wanted to give him a chance to see how it was. But he's not my son's father. He's not at all. So when I was in college, I was in my last semester of college. I graduated with my bachelor's degree. I met a young man, and he was a good friend of mine. We was talking for about 2 years, and he poked holes in a condom, being nasty and devious, and I wound up getting pregnant with my son. And he never been around his child. My 4-year-old never seen his dad. He don't want no parts of his son's life. And it's sad because, you know, he knew what we was doing, and he didn't want to step up and be a man. So
but what does this guy do with the prison guy?
He was getting out in May in 2018, and he told me that he didn't want to be in a relationship no more. He wasn't happy. I thought
Really, he wasn't in a relationship with you when he was in jail.
That's what I'm saying.
So wait, but I'm confused on why you brought that relationship up if he's not your 4-year-old child's father.
Because that's how it all started with me getting pregnant with my 4-year-old. Because the young man that I was in college with, I knew him for like 2 years while we was in there. We was like buddy partners as far as study partners and stuff like that.
They're saying if it's your shirt, they can see. I mean, okay.
Oh, I'm
sorry. It's the way it is. Okay.
It's the way it is. It's sorry. It's cut.
So okay, I want to make sure I understand the story. So are you saying that you were dating the guy in jail, and when he got out, y'all broke up, which is crazy, and then then you got with the guy from college?
Somewhat, yeah.
But the guy in jail that you were dating, so what, you were going to see him while he was in jail, I'm assuming?
Yes, I was holding him down. Yes.
But you never, I never had a date because.
I know we didn't, but I felt like, you know, I was going to hold him down.
Girl, you met him 24 hours before he went to jail. Why did you have to hold him down?
I know, because it happened so quickly, Kendra. It really happened so quickly, and it's so crazy because that happened 4 years ago, you know. But
4 years ago when he got out of jail.
For you, when he was within that time period, like 3-4 years, if you want to say.
I'm just confused on how the guy in jail relates to your 4-year-old child's father. How do those stories like why did you tell me about that if he's not the 4-year-old child's father?
Because I would never met my son's father if, you know, he was, you know, what he did. Because I felt like as a woman, you know, if I'm holding you down, I'm protecting you, why would you tell me after 2 years that you didn't want to be in a relationship no more? Even though I know what you're saying, Kendra, that we was not together and he was in a, you know,
he told you not in 2 years, he told you when he got out of jail.
When he was fit to get out of jail, that he didn't want to be in a relationship.
Girl, no are you really? Come on. How old are you?
I know.
39?
I'm 39.
You're really asking that question out loud. Girl, listen, I'm gonna give you harsh truth. First of all, you met him before he went to jail. Now, listen, right. I'm not a ride or die chick. I'm gonna tell you your ass that right now. If you go to jail, you do the crime, that is God's way of breaking us up. And that's if I knew you. Unless I might have a friendship and I might put some money in your commissary, who knows? But I'm moving on with my life. But you met this person who you had no connection with a day before he went to jail, right? So this is not a person you knew for a long time, a family member or whomever. So you decided to hold him down while he was in jail, which I'm just going to be honest, he was using you for whatever. Yeah. And I'm not sure you might have not only been the only person he was using, because when you're in jail, you got nothing but time. So he probably had, I don't know, I can't say for sure, but my guess is he had several women maybe keeping him afloat while he's doing that time. Who knows, right? That I don't know if I know that for sure. But I'm not shocked that when he got out of jail, that he told you he didn't want a relationship because he was using you the whole time. I'm just mad that you didn't know that.
Yeah, I was blinded. By the fact that.
What kind of glasses do you have?
Oh, you like a
You're gonna need a stronger prescription.
You're right.
Let's move forward. That's your past. So I'm assuming you don't talk to him no more, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Well, okay. So I get it. So you're saying had he stayed true to his word, you would never have your 4-year-old child. That's why you told me this story.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is Jovan, Florida. What do you do for a living, honey?
I work for Baycare. I'm a radiology scheduling. I work in the scheduling department, so I schedule imagings like mammograms, PET scans, CTs, and things like that.
Okay, so you work for daycare, you said?
No, I work for Baycare, radiology.
Radiology. Okay. When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
My birthday is June 10th, and I'm a Gemini.
You're a Gemini. All right. So this is Jovan, Florida. 2 kids, 16 and 4, 39. Works for radiology. Is a Gemini. What kind of man you looking for? I'm looking. First things first, not in prison. We'll start there.
No, I don't do that no more. Out of there. Done. But what I'm looking for somebody that's open, honest, and committed.
Committed. Okay. What's some deal breakers for you?
A liar.
A liar. Okay.
A person that cannot hold a conversation. I have been dealing with that a lot. Like, you know, they tell me, yeah, I'm all in for it, but then the conversation is not there. They in the beginning, but then when it slowly progresses, they're not there no more.
They're not there no more. Okay. No. Does he have to be in Florida, Petersburg?
St. Petersburg, I would say yes. In Florida, yes, I would say, because being out in Atlanta or not in the state of Florida, it's hard. But I want to say something, Kendra. I do have a chemistry that I thought that probably I can see myself. He actually was on your live. His name Reggie.
I don't know. I can remember. Was he on the live tonight?
No, it was a long time ago.
Reggie, tell me about him. Did you reach out to him?
I did reach out to him, and we're cool. But we don't have the same connection, but we're cool. We're good friends.
So why are you bringing him up?
I was just wanted to say that. I wanted to say that because I tried to see if it could go somewhere, and it didn't.
Okay. But you told me you have good chemistry with him, so I was assuming that you guys were talking. You're not talking no more.
No.
Well, whose decision was it?
It was. I would say it was both of our decisions. I mean, you know, he is a cool person. But I think that, you know, the fame, you know, being on here, you know, seeing other people, you know, talking and stuff like that, you know.
Chatbots talk. Base 44 super agents work. Set up in seconds and ready to go. Want to know what your competitors are up to? Super agents will scrape, dig, and summarize exactly what you need. Send to WhatsApp. Yes, please. The perfect briefs served fresh daily before your first meeting. And your team? Super agent will take care of them too. It knows where they live. All of your tools connected in a click. Daily overview sent straight to the team. Part of the
option.
So did y'all just have a friendship, or were y'all dating? Did y'all meet in person?
No, we never met in person. He's in Georgia, but we was trying to. I had told him I don't have no problem driving. You know, I don't have no problem meeting up, linking up. We can meet halfway. You're
doing too much for men.
I am. Okay.
You're doing too. First of all, and should be a rule: all women, don't ever talk about no man who ain't talking about you. Let's start there, okay? So I don't know. You're telling me he got famous from the show. To be honest, I don't remember half of the people that come on the show sometimes. I mean, there's some people that are unforgettable that I will never forget. Reggie isn't enough. I would need more details to remember who he is. But it seems like you reached out to him. You guys probably communicated, but it was never, from what you're telling me, what I'm gathering, it wasn't really anything. Like, you never met him in person.
No,
so,
we just Google each other, you know, live and things like that, but it wasn't
right. But I mean, you told me in this one moment that you offered to drive. Girl, hell no. Now,
I mean, we're meeting halfway up. I mean,
was he gonna drive the other half?
Yeah.
But what happened then?
It never happened. That's why I said, you know.
So maybe he was just talking. You were willing to do it, but obviously he wasn't willing to do it.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, listen, it happens to all of us. I only know stuff because I've been through it. And I have overextended myself in past dynamics. And I just say it never works. You know what I'm saying? So I do sometimes think women have standards way too high, but sometimes standards are way too low. And if you ever find yourself overextending yourself, that is never good. You do not want to overextend yourself for anybody. That goes for men and women, to be honest. I don't think it's going to end in a way you desire. So, and you want some effort. It is true. If a guy wants you, you're not going to be confused. Like, that's the simplest thing. If you're wondering if a guy likes you, he don't. Because if a guy likes you, you're going to know. And that is the simplest statement I could ever say. You know, and when men like a woman, you're going to know he likes you. You know, you're going to know. You know, if he doesn't, and if you're unsure, 9 times out of 10, he probably doesn't like you as much if you're unsure of it. But just a little lesson right there. But let's keep going, because I think you have a sweet spirit, a sweet soul, and I don't want you to be out here getting played no more by these men.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, kid.
So you brought up Reggie, and lesson to all women: don't name drop no man who ain't name dropping you, especially on social media, child. because then you brand it, and then you don't know what he's thinking. And do not name drop nobody that ain't name dropping you. But let's keep going. So,
Yes,
all
ma'am.
right, we gotta do the Kendra Cam, honey.
All right, let me go into my bathroom because I know that's the best place. Hold on, Miss Kendra. Let me go in my bathroom. All right, Kendra, I'm gonna put you right here.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, put you right here.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, we see you, boo. Okay. Did I ask you, does the guy have to look a certain way for you?
I would say I would like him to be tall because I'm 5'4". So I would like him to be at least 6'2". About 6'2".
You're 5'4", he has to be 6'2"?
I would say, yeah, 6'2". Not too tall.
6'2" is tall.
I know. I mean, like, that's good height. I like to, I like a hug on the child. I like to cuddle, so, you got to be a little buff.
He can't be 5'8", 5'10"?
I have had that. I have had 5'4". I have had 5'5". Yes. I have had men. Yes, me and him was like hi to each other, hug. Yeah, I have had all of them.
Was Reggie 6'2"?
Yes.
Was the guy in jail 6'2"?
He was 6'3".
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And both of them played you to the left.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Listen, it's your life, your desire. You have the right to request. But 6 feet up men are very in high demand, and they pretty much act like the two men that you dated. So just take that in consideration.
Yes,
Not saying short men don't act a fool either, but tall men really act a fool because they the most sought out men. But let's keep going. Does the guy got to make a certain amount of money?
I would say no, as long as we can meet each other equally.
All right. So when was your last relationship? Was it your 4-year-old child's father?
No, it wasn't. It was my
the guy that was in jail?
No, ma'am. It was my fiance. We was together like that. It's hard to talk about it because I still deal with it a certain way because that was my best friend. When I couldn't make Christmas for my youngest one, because at the time I only had one, he made sure Christmas was for us. You see what I'm saying? We used to watch football together. We used to do everything together, go out to dinner. He was a person that knew how to treat a queen. He knew how to treat his queen. And
so why did I get married?
I just created a $40-some ebook in 3 minutes flat using AI. Time me while I do it again. Already in Designer, interface is loading. Watch how fast this is. Clicking Word Genie. No delays, no complexity. Just entering my topic, email marketing for coaches. Hit enter, boom. Complete outline, generated in 8 seconds. Now watch, it's writing full chapters with real content while we're sitting here. This would take me weeks normally. We're at 45 seconds total. Quick edits. Adding my personal angle here, tweaking this section, takes 20 seconds, still under 2 minutes total. The AI does the heavy lifting, I just guide it. Template selection, this one. Auto-formatted instantly. Look at that professional layout. We're at 2 minutes, 15 seconds, and it looks like I hired a designer. Speed through exports, PDF ready, flipbook created, Kindle format done, multiple professional formats in seconds.
He cheated.
How'd you find out?
I found out through Instagram, Facebook.
Okay. So you still remember him as a perfect guy?
Yeah, before all that happened, yes, ma'am.
So you said 5 years ago. So I thought you were dating the guy that was in jail 5 years ago.
No. We was together for 5 years. It's been over 7 years.
So that's your last relationship?
That's my last relationship, yes, ma'am.
So you don't really consider the guy in jail your relationship then?
Not really. At first I did, Miss Kendra, but then I really looked at it and I said that, I was being played. But I didn't want to believe that because,
Do you have friends?
Huh?
You don't have friends?
No.
You got to get you some girlfriends because your girlfriends would have told you that the guy in jail ain't your man that you met 24 hours before you went to jail.
When I came down here, Kendra,
or get you a gay best friend. Every girl need a gay best friend. Because he's gonna just tell you what it is and not sugarcoat it. And he's gonna tell you what it is. It's probably gonna hurt your feelings, but you're gonna need to know. So every girl find a gay best friend or a real girlfriend who love you enough to tell you the truth about
I have
life.
my best friend in Chicago, but I mean, it's really hard when she's not here, you know. But I mean, we talk every now
I could have texted you that, girl. Now I don't got to be in your face. I could have texted you that message. But let's keep going. All right, so you don't gotta answer this question. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
The last time I was intimate with someone was 2.5 weeks ago.
Okay, is that guy an option?
Possibility.
Okay, that's good. We got an option, a potential. So why do you think you're single, Javon?
Why I think I'm single is because I would say, Kendra, I'm everywhere. And when I say that is that, you know, being a single mom is things that I can't do that I would love to do, like go on dates and, you know, not having a babysitter to, you know, watch my child and then taking care of my mom. She's ill, you know, that puts a lot of people on the back burner because I put my family first before I put myself. So I'll be ready to go into something, but then I back because I got so much other stuff that I'm dealing with in my personal life.
Okay, we gotta go, but answer this last question. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm an honest person. I'm very loyal to any man. I know.
Very loyal?
Loyal.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I meant to say loyal, not loyalty, but loyal. I'm a person that is a communicator. I like to communicate. And I'm just funny and I'm down to earth.
Okay. And there you have it. Let's do it. How you want them to reach out to you, boo?
They can reach out to me on Instagram, Javon Chambers 3.
So it's spelled the way it is right there, and then the number 3 after?
Yes, ma'am.
So JOVANCHAMBERS, the number 3?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let's see what it does. Keep me posted how it goes, honey.
I will. Thank you, Kendra. I appreciate you. You have a blessed one, baby.
You too. Bye, baby.